real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 8, read. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
On second down, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Minshew throwing on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
You're out.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
We go. 10 Lobo.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Minshew sets to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check three.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Watch safety creeping. Safety.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Off play action, it's Minshew. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. We're scoreless after 1. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Blue down. 53 to Mike.
From the gun, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch it. Slam. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, orbit.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Time to go, night.
Set, go.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Minshew. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go with Howard again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check out.
They run with Howard, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check back, check back.
second down. It's Howard. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Love. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Come on, dude. Switch.
Get it.
Here's Jacobs. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Get that quarterback here, dog.
On 4th down, Minshew. The try. He's got his man on the crossing route. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
61, matchbox lights. Check.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Minshew. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check 15, check 15. General, West.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't. Hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On the carry, it's Bawden. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back now in the East Bay. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Squeeze. Get in there. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On second down, Johnson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw. Love. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Nice 7, let's go. 53, ready.
From the gun, Love. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Who that? Check nickel. Check.
Ready, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Bond. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Bawden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Let's go for it. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jones now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And an alley to run.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out.
Right there. All day, baby.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
50 wants the money.
See it. I don't even know why this team showed up.
2nd and 11. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Bawden. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jacobs now. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The final score now from that game at Lambeau. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll indeed take a knee.